What's up guys, this is Save Night and welcome back to Let's Play Home for the PC. Last episode, I woke up in some strange house, have no idea how I got there, and no real memories of the last 24 hours. Upon further exploration, found a dead guy who was not dead very long. And you're covered in dirt and blood. So that can't be a good thing. Walked around his house, found out he was, I don't know, he was some kind of freak or something. He was interested in all these weird things that were happening around town years ago, and I have no idea. Found a hidden switch to open a door. I think that's what it was for. It's the door that came down here was locked. And by some kind of underground something or another under his house. Boxes would have allowed me to climb up the ladder again, but I didn't want to go back up there. Not with that body and all that blood. You pussy. I knew I needed to take a look around. Footprints in the dirt. Looked like more than one kind, and a lot of traffic. Whatever this place was, it was obviously used a lot. Places all over were marked on the old map of town, the industrial area, near the river, various houses, and even the water tower near the old train station, rail station, whatever. The guy upstairs must have done this, but what was his interest in the water tower? Some of the markings matched the scribbles I saw on the bookshelf upstairs. Okay, nope. Newspaper clippings from the local paper. They were all about murders in town over the last few years. There were photos of our house. What the hell was that about? Maybe I should have looked around more and tried to find some kind of information. Oh, Rachel, please be okay. I wanted to rush home, but I had to find a way out first. I need to see what else was down there. Sorry. Eating. A work table covered in papers, dirt, and a handgun? I hated guns. I didn't take it, did I? You sure did. I tucked the small handgun into my pocket. Its weight was somehow reassuring. Why did I take the gun? Because I said so. It was so dark down there and the air smelled stale and putrid. Couldn't believe what I saw. What was this place? The desk looked old and it was caked with grime. On it was a stack of old faded paper covered with what looked like names. They were scratched out and legible notes were written beside them in faded blue ink. I could only make out a few letters. Never made any sense to me. Oop. There looked to be bones half dug into the ground, and the remains looked old. The faded clothes that stuck amongst the dirt looked familiar. They looked like the clothes that woman was wearing in the photo I found. Was this the man's wife? Wondered what would happen if I had dug deeper. Wow. Just keep walking. Some kind of homemade rag slung together with poorly cut wood and rope. It was caked with old blood. Somebody didn't actually use that, did they? The smell of that room was like old grease and rot. I wasn't getting any closer to finding anything useful. Sorry. Rusted hooks, like the kind you'd find on a butcher, hung from the ceiling. They looked pitted and worn from heavy use. That man upstairs, did he do this? Getting more nauseated the longer I stayed here. I felt sick and weak, like I hadn't eaten for days. Truly made shelves. They looked like they were holding cans of some kind of corrosive. The labels were worn and slick, but I could still see the warnings. The slight fumes that still emanated from the cans made me dizzy. Looked like a cage. It was small, but there was something coating the bottom, something wet. place was getting worse all the time. I knew I had to keep moving. Nope. Nope. Some kind of old boxes. Like they were years old. Wait a minute, these boxes had old clothes in them. Clothes I remembered throwing out after Rachel and I moved to town. What were they doing there? If I was scared before, I was terrified now. Why were there photos of our house there? And these clothes? Was that why I was there? I checked my back pocket and realized my wallet was missing. Did I come to that house or did somebody bring me? Squeak. Remember noticing the broken ladder. I had to be careful. The rope hanging there, I wasn't sure how sturdy it was. Did I take it? Yep. Maybe the rope would make that broken ladder easier to descend. What the what? And the rope now must have been a use for it around somewhere. One more time. Okay, that's just creepy. So who the fuck is that now? The other person with that guy's wife. Who the fuck is that in the wall? The rope I found would have let me climb down the broken ladder safely. Did I climb down? Yes. I heard a faint hum and the smell from before started to get worse. That was too high for me to reach. I must have tried to find a way out from something. A bunch of old newspapers we'd pasted together. A message had been hastily smeared on it. Keep out danger due to cave in. Wanted nothing more than to get out of there. I could still feel a faint impression of the rope I had slid down as I pressed against a heavy metal door. It was probably for the best that I hadn't jumped. The ache in my leg was bad enough as it was. If I could have, though, I would have run straight out of those awful tunnels. Who would keep such a place? At least I thought I had found that old handgun. It seemed to work, and from the smell of it had been already used. I kept the gun in my pocket. It seemed a familiar weight there. Okay, and when we come back, I am in a sewer. So where the fuck was I at before? Fuck it. So until next time, this is Save Night on Let's Play Home. Later, guys.